In today's video, let's have a quick look at what's the inflation metrics for DENT. So, if you look at the DentNet's documentation, the DentX tokens are inflationary. So, basically we want to understand how high the inflation rates are, unlike the DENT tokens which were flooded on the market with 90 billion tokens. Only 10 billion tokens were sold on the ICO, and the remaining 90 billion tokens were flooded in the open markets. That is why we saw the price of DENT going down, really down low prices in the past. But DENT next is basically trying to fix that inflation in a right way. So, let us have a quick look at how inflationary DentX tokens are, because that is very important for the price discovery for the DentX tokens. So, if the inflation is really under control and really manageable, I guess the price of token can appreciate over a period of time along with the inflation. So, that is what we are going to see. So, if you go and look at the documentation for DentX, they have done an incredible job in putting out the metrics here. Let us say for example 10% of the tokens circulating supply is staked, then the reward ratio stands at 40%, and that means the inflation rate is 4%. So, if the staking ratio is 20%, then the reward rate is 27.5%. So, basically as the number of tokens staked increases, the staking reward goes down. So, when the staking reward goes down, the daily number of new tokens that are coming into existence is also going to go down. So, that makes the inflation rate balanced compared to the staking reward rate and the ratio. So, that is how it is worked out. So, I worked out for up to 60%. Let us say for example, the 10% of DentX tokens were staked, then and the reward rate stays at 40%, then the daily rewards that you are going to number of tokens that will come into existence will be close to 1.1 million. So, that you can actually see on the DentNet's overview here. So, you can see the payouts happening over the past one day. You can see the payouts are happening here. So, you can see every day the number changes based on the staked amount. So, based on that, so that puts at the rewards per year at 403 million tokens that can come at the max if 40% of the 10% of the DentX tokens are staked, and that over a period of 5 years means 2 billion tokens can maximum is what come into the new market over a period of 5 years. Only you can see an inflation of 2 billion, and remember the current circulating supply is 2 billion, close to 2 billion, 1.995 billion, which is, let us say it is 2 billion, and then that means you are going to see only 4 billion circulating supply even after 5 years. So, what if 20% of the DentX tokens get staked in the market, which is not too big, 20% of the tokens are staked. So, that would put the inflation over 5 years to 2.7 billion, and if it is 30% is staked, which is very high number, I would say. So, that would put the inflation over a period of 5 years to 3.5 billion. So, probably you would say 2 billion current circulating supply plus 3.5 billion is 5.5 billion is what maximum you could say. So, you can now see how the inflation is kept really under control. So, that is very important to understand. So, that is why the DENT's inflationary mechanism is really well thought and well designed, unlike the DENT tokens. They did a lot of pitfalls with the DENT tokens of distributing the 90 billion tokens to the consumers. So, they gave all the 90 billion tokens as rewards for the mobile app users. Sometimes when you watch a video, some people have got 10,000 DENT tokens as rewards. So, that much tokens have been given as rewards, and whoever got the DENT tokens as reward, they tried to sell the tokens on the open market, and that brought the price of DENT tokens really low. So that said, I think it's the inflationary model is very under control, and we are not going to see huge surge of tokens getting flooded on the market like what happened for DENT. So DentX is pretty good as a pretty good inflationary model, and the rewards are also pretty good. So I have shared in a previous video. So right now the rewards are around close to 40%. So which is not 40%, it's 37.17% to be precise, because it's not 10% staked, it is 11.15% staked at the moment. So based on that model, I think the rewards are very lucrative for DentX, and it's going to be once it gets listed on the exchanges, I think you're going to see quite a lot of price appreciation and interest from the open market. The reason I'm saying is there is not that many blockchains which actually targets the problems that are addressed by telecom sector. So DENT is the only blockchain in the whole of cryptocurrency industry which actually targets the telecommunication industry, because the telecom industry, most of them, they are operating on silos, and they make a huge profits along the way. So now what DENT is trying to provide a kind of a operating system for the telecom operators on the blockchain. So that's a huge interest that they are trying to provide for the telecom sector. So I guess the future for DentX looks pretty good, and yeah, thanks for watching.